Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, let me turn it just a tad, okay? If you don't know, I am Star, and I am here with a message. This message came to me through a song. As y'all know, your girl listens to the music while she's in the shower, and this song came up in my playlist. I was listening to music on YouTube, so you know how they suggest videos. And when I saw it, I was like, that used to be my jail. Baby, God said that there is somebody that is missing somebody, okay? And this because of the song that it is, the way that this person is missing you, this person is now in this stage of acknowledging what they have done wrong. While yes, they are still, because it's certain things that he says in a song that stood out to me. One part is you don't just pack up and leave like that. Why you do, like, he was like hold on, let me see. uh Yeah, he says, I'm a man with pride. You don't do nothing like that. You don't just pick up and leave me sick like that. You don't throw away what we had just like that. I was just messing with them girls. I was going to get right back. So, and for y'all that don't know by the lyrics, this is Song Cry by Jay-Z. Whoever this person is, whoever this man is, because I do feel like this is a man, this man who may be somewhat of a ladies man. He's a player. He's like, I feel like a little hood type guy, but regardless, to if he is or not, this guy is sitting around longing for you. He's sitting around missing you and reminiscing on you and thinking about the times that you two shared together. Because that part stood out to me. And that part is basically him saying that he was hurt by the way that y'all broke up. Because the way that y'all broke up, it's almost like the way that you left, it left it was a statement. It wasn't just, they say that it's a difference between somebody getting mad and they like take all your stuff and they throw it across the freeway and somebody neatly folding your clothes up and sitting it on the lawn. Okay? two completely different two completely different attitudes. And the way that you did it, it was just in such it just left such a statement. It left him not even knowing how to think. And he is going over all the things that he did throughout this relationship, regardless if you are letting him know or you let him know or somehow he found out what was wrong or what happened. In reality, he's going back over the mistakes that he made in this relationship. Like in the lyrics he said that he was with some girls. What is it? He said, I loved your point of view because you held no punches. Still, I left you for months on end. It's been months since I checked back in. Somewhere in a small town, somewhere locking them all down. Wood grain, foreign change, armored all down. I can understand why you want a divorce now. Though I can't let you know it, pride won't let me show it. Pretend to be heroic, that's just one to grow with, but deep inside he's sick. Okay, so deep inside this man is hurt. He hurt, he hurt, he hurt, he hurt, he hurt, because it's not the same, it's not the same, it's not the same. He said, we was together on the block since free lunch. We should have been together having Four Seasons brunch. We used to use umbrellas to face the bad weather. Now we travel first class to change the forecast. This is, a lot of guys, it's very frustrating in a woman's perspective, because we are always seen as, when you get married or when you become one with the guy, you help him and you build him up and you put forth so much energy into him, into making him out to be whoever it is that he's meant to be. And some of these guys, they get to where they want to be, and they look at you and they start looking at other women that are now throwing themselves at them, and they want to go after these women because those are the women that they want. But he felt like you were all he could get at that point in time. And eventually, after messing around with that woman, after a certain amount of time, he decides that he's going to leave his wife who held him down, his wife that was there in the gutter, his wife that was there through thick and thin, to go and be with this woman that he feels more comfortable with, this woman that he feels like she's prettier. For whatever reason, she's better than the woman that he's been with. And instead of him being able to do you that, you left him. You peeped where he was going. You peeped the signs that he was giving off. You peeped that he was kind of distant. You peeped that he wasn't as attentive to you anymore. He may not have been giving you the affection and the love that you desired as much anymore. He may have been acting funny with you. He was acting kind of strange. He was being distant. He was being different. And you realize that it had to have been because he had somebody else, or he had something else going on. And you realize that it was only a matter of time before he decided that he didn't want to be with you anymore. And you made that decision for him. And, I used to say this saying, if you have to choose between me and somebody else, choose them, because I don't want you no more. I don't want somebody that has to choose between me and I don't want somebody that got to sit around and they got to figure out if they can, if I'm good enough for them to be with, if it's okay, should it be me or them? No. They can have you, okay? And that's what you got on. You was like, okay. You said deuces. You packed up your stuff and you left. And like I said, how this song, the things that are pointing out to me in this song, this man, you built him up. This woman that he then found and she looked pretty, she is a 20, okay? 80-20 rule. She is a 20, you were an 80, and you left out the door because you did not have that 20 percentage, which was looks and probably a few tricks in the bed. He decided that was enough for him to move on to this new woman and break your heart and crush your heart. But baby, but God said he thought he was going to get away with that. No, he was not. Not only did God allow you to see what he was doing behind your back, he was gone all the time. And he's not gone just working. He's gone having a good time. He's gone on vacations with his new little squeeze. That's what he was doing. And now that you're gone, he's sitting around reminiscing on you. He's sitting around reminiscing on the hard times. He's sitting around reminiscing on way back when. Because he knows that when y'all first got together, when y'all first y'all were together hustling together, y'all were together doing what y'all could, scraping together what y'all could to make something work. Y'all was doing what it do. These women that he was cheating on you with, they wouldn't even bat an eye at him. They wouldn't even look his way. They wouldn't even allow him to put his coat on the ground for them to cross the street. They would never. They would never. Every time he tried to talk to them, they was in a relationship. Every time he tried to talk to them, they had something going on. They married. They this, they that. But they flirting with every man that walked by. But after you came into his life, you built him up. You got him to this whole new position. All these women saw that you loved him. All these women, he probably took you around flaunting you in front of these women. And they decided, because they felt some kind of way about you, to get at him. And once you realized that he took whatever bait that they gave him, once you realized that he was no longer being the man that you wanted, he was no longer being the man that you deserved, deserve. He was no longer being the man. And you said, you know what? I'm going to let them have him. And now, half of these women, now that they see that you left, they don't want him no more. And then the other half, he's starting to realize they are 20s. Because when he asked them if they can do half of what you did, they fall short. They're clueless. They have no comprehension. They have no idea. They have no work ethic. They have no attempt to, they're lazy. They don't want to do the things that you did. And now he is sitting around crying and moping about the one that got away. And in reality, you're not the one that got away. He ran you away. A face of stone was shocked on the other end of the phone. Word back home is that you had a special friend. So what was also special then, you have given away without getting at me. That's your fault. How many times you forgiven me? How was I to know you was plain sick of me? I know the way I was living was whack, but you don't have to get me back like that. I'm a man with pride. You don't do that. You don't just pick up and leave me sick like that. You don't just throw away what we had just like that. I was just messing with them girls. I was going to get right back. They say you can't turn a bad girl good, but once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. I'll mourn forever. I got to live with the fact I did you wrong forever. He is sick. He don't know what to do with himself. And you know, the sad part is, this is a situation where you could knock on the door. And this could, like, I really feel like whoever this is, you kept telling him, you gonna miss me when I'm gone. You gonna miss me when I'm gone. Okay, all right. Okay, wait, watch and see. You kept telling him, giving him hints and clues. Who you gonna have to come and do what I'm doing? Who you gonna have? Who you gonna call on? Who you gonna find that's gonna come and deal with this here? Well, call her. He thought you was bluffing. He thought you was blowing smoke. Not only did you leave, but you have surpassed where you were when you met him. Baby, he is sick. He's sick. He's somewhere he don't know what to do with himself. He don't know how to feel. He don't know what to think. He is upset. Heavenly Father, please give us a scripture to go with this message. The scripture comes from Isaiah 7:18. In that day, the Lord will whistle for flies from the Nile Delta in Egypt and for bees from the land of Assyria. They will all come and settle in the steep ravines and in the crevices in the rocks, on the thorn bushes and at the water holes. In that day, the Lord will use a razor hired from beyond the Euphrates River, the king of Assyria, to shave your head in private parts and to cut off your beard also. In that day, a person will keep alive a young cow and 2 goats, and because of the abundance of milk they give, there will be curds to eat. All who remain in the land will eat curds and honey. In that day, in every place where there were 1,000 vines worth 1,000 silver shekels, there will only be briars and thorns. Hunters will go there with a bow and arrow, for the land will be covered with briars and thorns. As for the hills once cultivated by the hoe, you will no longer go there for fear of the briars and thorns. They will become places where cattle are turned loose and where sheep run. So as for you, you will move on. There will be an abundance of milk. There will be curds to eat. You will have curds and honey. So God is saying that God is going to push you forward. You are going to prosper. You will continuously prosper. You will continuously move forward. But when this man comes looking for you, hunters will go there with bow and arrow, for the land will be covered with briars and thorns. You will no longer go there for fear of briars and thorns. They will become places where cattle are turned loose and where sheep run. So basically, everything is going downhill for him. Everything has been going downhill for him. He thought that he was going to be able to use you, and then he was going to throw you to the side and move on with these little women. In some cases, he wasn't planning on throwing you to the side. He was planning on having you to do all the hard work while he mess around and have a good time with these women on the side, and he just dogged you out. Regardless to what his plans were, you peeped game and you said deuces. Okay, you chunked the deuce to him. He was not happy about that. And not only did you chunk the deuce to him and move on with your life, God is blessing you. And he sees it. He is stressed out. He can't find nobody to do everything that you did. He may be able to find one person to do one task, or two people that could do two tasks, but he can't find somebody to do everything that you did. Baby, it's tough. It's tough. He can't find nobody to do everything you did. It's hard out here. Okay, it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay, it's hard. While he is watching you flourish, he is watching you do well. He is watching you move on beautifully. You is twirling into the sunset. Okay, you is doing your Kenya boy swirling fabulous, just swirling around. Okay, you is not worried about a thing. Okay, you sure not worried about him. God said he gonna come trying to come after you. He may come trying to attack you. He may come trying to tear you down, but it will not work, because what he has going on over there is going to be so hectic. What he got going on over there is so serious. Not only has he not been able to find anybody to replace you, everything you have helped him build is starting to fall apart because you were the backbone behind it. Now, on top of that, these women that he decided were better than you, these women that he decided to toss you to the side for, these women that he left you lonely for, these women that he was spending his money on, don't want him no more. They thought he was easy. They didn't know that all that stress and drama came with him. They didn't know they had to do all this work. They don't want to work. They don't want to do none of that. Baby, he is over there feeling it, and he is feeling it. It's tough. It's tough. He feel it. It's tough. 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 They don't want to deal with him. That's the message, y'all. Baby, this thing got long. I was not expecting this video to be this long. I was not. But thank you guys for watching. Okay, be sure. Baby, I was not expecting. We done got all the way to 19 minutes. Sheesh. But I hope that I explained this to whomever this is for. I hope I truly did explain thoroughly, okay, what's going on with this situation, what's going on with this man. And, I feel like this is closure. It's closure to that situation. Um, and regardless to if y'all were to get together in the future, I don't know. That's not the message. The message is to let you know that he is reminiscing on you. He is thinking about you. He's thinking hard about you. He's about ready to cry. And before this song was in my head, God is telling me to also mention the song, someone please call 911. I woke up with that song in my head. So, he is heartbroken. He is hurt. He hurt. He hurt. He hurt. He hurt. He hurt. But too bad, too sad. He shouldn't have did what he did. That's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.